which the beneficiaries can also use. So that's an example of where you're changing from aid to agency, and that's brilliant. And I've also mentioned Action Free Enterprise a third time, but I want to specify that they are in rural Ghana, Upper West Ghana. So when most people go to Ghana to do charity work, they'll be going to Accra. They've really gone outside the box, and they've gone very far. And they're doing amazing work, and they're creating entrepreneurs. They're creating people that helping people to create their own businesses. And one example is a girl from Lucy. So she's been with them for years and years and years. From when she was in school, they helped her with her education, and now she's literally in university, training to be a midwife, and when she finishes, she has to stay in her community and help them. That shows that this is not aid, this is agency. So let's keep pushing for agency. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, Delma. Encouraging visioning and then the narrative, encouraging that, making the vision come to reality. Thank you so much for that report. So we're going over to the next councillor, from our host councillor to our visiting councillor, to tell us what your final words on this panel will be.
Yeah, I just think that in the conversation, I love the idea of, yes, we want to shift the narrative and what we're talking about, but also we can't lose sight of that this is already happening, right? Women are already leading across the world. The reality is we really have to shift the power dynamic, shift the resources. I've always said, I don't really care about how you feel about me, but I care about how you treat me. And so the reality is that as a woman, I don't need your praise, I don't need you to agree. What I need you to do is ensure that I have the same access and opportunity as everyone else, and leave the rest up to me. And I think that women have continuously showed their ability to do that across every sector when you give them the opportunity. And then I think it's really important that we leave the conversation about understanding that women are not, in all marginalized communities, but for this conversation, women are not asking for a handout, and they're not asking to be given anything. The reality is that so many societies take from women. They take our ideas, they take our labor, they take our nurturing of the community, they take without allowing us to benefit from the fruits of our labor. And so the reality is that we want to have ownership of the investment we're already giving. We want to have agency in what we're already putting into our communities and our culture. And so shifting from a community that just takes from women and doesn't put back in what they're giving or let them actually benefit from their own resources, and shifting from a community where you see them as partners. Because women are going to continue to contribute, they're going to continue to give, but allow those women to also build off of what they're putting into the community, and allow them to thrive off of what they're putting into the community. And I think as we shift that into a relationship and a partnership, instead of one in which women are drained of their resources, we'll see that all communities will rise and thrive when women rise and thrive.
Wow, thank you so much for your contribution. I'll give it to Dr. Queen and final word.
I think it's high time we unleash the full potential of women as co-creators in the green transition movement. I'm going to repeat those words again. The time is now.
Thank you so much. Yael, final words from you.
So I know we've spoken a lot about women, and yes, 100% absolutely. At the same time, I want to say, gentlemen, this does not work without you. I'm not about, I'm not this very emancipated, huge feminist. No, we need you. We absolutely need you. This is not about us, sort of being put on a pedestal. This is about us working together. This is about balance. Balance is the one thing I see with everyone I coach with, everyone I work with. It's the one thing that will elevate not just one human, not just a relationship, not just a company, but a country, is balance. And so that is just the one thing, is gentlemen, I just want to say I appreciate you a lot, and we need you. And I'm asking you to step up and for us to work together so that we can create something that will benefit all of us.
A round of applause for all the men in the announcement made. This is a global stage, and this is a global accord. We have the Chancellor from Greece, George Counting, all the way in the US. We've got Yale from Switzerland. We've got Telma, who is a British Ghanaian, and we've got Botswana, and of course my humble self, Nigeria, fully represented. So it is a global accord to say people from different regional plans coming together on gender inclusivity in the energy sector to drive industrialization, and of course participate actively in global trade. Without further ado, I'll say thank you very much for listening to us, and then we're about to take our leave. A round of applause for us. Thank you.